Hello, members of the vinyl community. Tony P. coming at you from the Clafa, from La Casa de Perla, the hacienda. The queen is upstairs resting. She shoveled the driveway. Yeah, she said, I'll make a deal with you. If you do the dishes and clean the kitchen, I'll go out and shovel the driveway. I'll take the dog out and let him run crazy. Well, I don't know about you, but I thought that was a good deal. She doesn't mind it. Don't send me letters or make comments. That's her choice. If she told me to go out and do it, I would do it too, gladly. But she likes doing it, and I'm not going to impede in the way of her happiness. You know what I mean? That's why she's the queen. And we both had fun. I cleaned the dishes, I cleaned the kitchen, so on and so forth. But you're probably wondering why I'm here. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I got for the blessed holiday of Christmas. Also keep in mind why we honor that holiday, the reason for the season. But anyway, I had a tremendous Christmas. As a matter of fact, I'm using a couple of the gifts I've got. If you notice, if you see in my glasses, I got a camera ring, light ring, I guess it's called, from my son Tony and his wife and family, Jenny and the kids, Tony, Rocco and Ellie. They got me that and a microphone. I haven't learned how to use. I'm not good with the microphone yet. I'll get that. But they got me a microphone too to go along with this because they know that I have a YouTube channel and they wanted to see it be successful. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't learned how to use it yet. There's controls in the front of this. So whatever the optimum, whatever it is, I'll practice. We'll get to there. But anyway, that's one of the gifts that I've got. I got a myriad of gifts. My son and my other son Kevin, his daughter, sweatshirts, a beautiful dairy sweatshirt. But he also got me albums. We got some musical albums. The Queen got me some albums. My other son Marky and his wife Shannon and Cole got me an album too. So it was a musical Christmas for me, very musical. And I like to share that with you if I possibly may. So sit back, relax. It won't take long. I just want to make this a short video just to show off what I got a little bit. So let's go through them. First of all, I want to talk about this was, I think, I can't remember if I have another Van Morrison album. I think I do. But this is Van Morrison. This is a reissue. This is a 2020 reissue. Now, a lot of these are 2020 reissues. This is wonderful. This is a European import. You can see it says made in Germany, 2020. Very, very well made. It's a gatefold, as you can see. Very nice gatefold, made out of, very heavy-duty stock. The album came with a poly-lined sleeve, as you can see, and it sounds wonderful. This is, I think, was this his second or third album? I know it came after Astral Weeks. Maybe it was his third album. And Astral Weeks wasn't a very big hit for him. And I think right afterwards, he moves to New York, up to the Catskills. And if I remember this correctly, Dylan lived there at that time. In Catskills, real near Woodstock. And he wanted to be Dylan's next door neighbor, so he could be his best friend, and maybe they could write songs together and collaborate together and hear Dylan moves out right before Morrison moves in. And what a bummer, you know. I think his wife, one of his friends said, Dylan's wife, friend said, every time he would go past the old homestead of Bob Dylan, he would sigh. But hey, it didn't work out that way. But Moon Dance, he goes back to the rhythm, blues, rock, soul, and that's how he writes. And I think he had three singles. Moon Dance was one, of course. Crazy Love was the other one. I think Come Running was the other one. Wonderful album. Sounds tremendous. Wonderful. I've been having a tough time getting this off the turntable. But 2020 reissue, made in Germany. One of the gifts I got for Christmas. So, Van Morrison. Now, all my Beatle friends should be very happy with this. I am not a big collector of Beatles. I have some Beatle albums, I do. But I don't know a lot about the Beatles other than they came from England. There's 4 of them. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And, you know, I don't know the nuances. I don't know what they had for breakfast or what their favorite pair of shoes were. I don't know any of that stuff. But I know I like their music. So, I asked the Queen, because they asked me, what would you like for Christmas? I said, hey, how about these Beatle albums? And the Queen and Marky said, okay. So the first one they got me, of course, was Beatles. I'll get that glare out of there. Oop. The Beatles. Can you see that? Maybe that's better. The Beatles. Meet the Beatles. First album by English phenomenal pop. Meet the Beatles. I don't think it was. I can't remember what the name of it was in England. It wasn't the same. This is their second U.S. album. It's the first one that was released by Capitol because they were going through that thing with VJ and so on. But this is a 2024 release, I believe. European, France. It's really, really nice. You get with it. I'll show you. I'm not going to show the other ones like this, but I'll show this one. It came with the original sleeve. This is just an extra sleeve. And as the original, very well done, very well crafted. And they also put in, call this like a flyer, with the history of the album and a listing, you know, of the songs and so on. And this is the facsimile of the tape. But it's very well done. It sounds beautiful. Again, it's in a poly-lined sleeve, and of course, it's the Capitol label on it. But very well done. Sounds tremendous. But a 2024 issue. That's when Meet the Beatles. Did I say second album in the U.S.? I did say that, right? No. Yes, second album in the U.S. But that's the Beatles. Wow. If I don't put this back in here, I'm afraid I'll trample on it, and because I'm clumsy and I'm old, and that's how it works. Oh, it goes right back in here. That's good. Next one is, and I love it. The price is still on them, but that's fine. But this is the Beatles' second album. This was actually the third album in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but again, it's the same as the other one. This is produced in France also. And it was, I'm sorry about that, I'm getting used to the camera. Please forgive me. Again, the same as the other one. You got a flyer with it, you got the original sleeve. Tremendous sounding records. Are these the same ones that come in the mono box? The U.S. releases, the big box. It was like $300, 200 and some or something like that. Is it the same? Because if it's funny, because I think there's 4 of them. I think these are the ones that are in that box. I don't have the other ones that are in there. I think there's six albums in that one. Let me know, because I'm not a Beatles aficionado. So, but I got the second album, same thing. I got the early Beatles, same thing, made in France. The Van Morrison album was made in Germany. Okay, so that's a 20. That was a 2020. I think the Beatles were 2024. Did I say that? The one by Van Morrison was a 2020 reissue. The Beatle ones are 2024. Okay. Again, same thing. Isn't this the cover that was for Beatles for Sale? Huh? Let me know. Okay, that one. Last one I got was Beatles 65. Another one, again, made in France. Same thing. They got the flyer, got the inner sleeve. You got a wonderful sounding record. So many nice ones. And you know what's really nice about this one? This has a track on it that was in Beatles for Sale, Mr. Moonlight. And I like that song. People hate that song. I liked it. I like Beatles for Sale. And my other son said, hey, Dad, I'm not getting you a Beatles album. I'm going to get you something I think you should try new. I'm an old guy. Sometimes new, but he gave me this, he and his wife, his family, gave me this Tyler Childers Purgatory album. Now, I don't know if you're into country, a little bit of bluegrass, a little folk. This is a wonderful album. Wonderful, wonderful album. Just great songs on this. This is his new one. It's a Walmart. It's on orange vinyl, in case you want to know. It's a wonderful album. And I'd have never would have known it had he not, and his wife and his children, Mason, Miles, and Maddie, and Brittany, if they wouldn't have got this for me, I'd have never known. So I thank them. So I guess I should try some new things. I know I don't always, but hey. Well, I hope all of you had a good Christmas. Those are my albums. I hope all of you had a good Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful New Year. I see that I'm 12:49 here. I don't usually go this long. I usually like to say 10 minutes. But I will try to figure out that light and the microphone for next time. But this is Tony P. with the 2 eyeballs. I'm sorry. Coming at you. God bless you. May the force be with you. Nanu Nanu from me and the Queen. God bless you. I hope you have a tremendous 2025. Thank you. Bye-bye.